Hey everybody, Mike here from Equity Sense, and I'd like to invite you all to our trading blitz this spring and summer, where we take in students, maximum 5 people per class, to learn about the markets and to know how to trade. Everyone knows and everyone wants to be a trader, and I think this is a good opportunity for all of you guys to be able to look at what we do and obviously decide for yourself if this is really what you want to do. The thing that's really important with having a mentor in trading is the fact that you're not likely to repeat the same mistakes as most new traders, as well as learn from experienced traders like myself in navigating the equity, stock, futures, and forex markets. The structure that we have is extremely it's very comprehensive in that we really cover a broad view and a broad sort of approach to the markets, and what you're seeing in front of you are the ones that we cover in our class. And we have two streams or two courses, which is the trader course and the foundations course. This here is the foundations course, where we really this is ideal for new traders and those who have little to no experience, and we really teach you from from the ground up in some sort of in some fashion. I mean, so that's what we have in terms of how we approach the training for all of our students. And we start with the market overview, then we move on to fundamentals, and then technicals, and then strategies, common strategies to deal with chart setups and all that stuff. Moving on to psychology, sentiment, so kind of understanding what's happening with the market and how to gauge market sentiment. And of course we got coaching. So the foundations course is in between 16 hours to 32 hours of instruction, and we can slow it down or increase the pace depending on how the student or the students are actually absorbing the content. And after that, we have 2 months of coaching where we guide you on both paper and real trades, and we ensure that you're really following all the concepts and all the teachings that we have provided. In addition to all these different topics, we also have tests to make sure that you are following and understanding all the content. We just don't it's not one of those intense courses that other people would give you and then suddenly just throw you back into the market and hope you hope to God that you're actually going to do pretty well. So we really make sure we take care of our students, and that's why we don't take more than 5 in every group. I actually prefer for it to even be less than 5, to ensure that I actually have enough time to to cater to all the needs of each of my students. So we take most students in the summer and spring, because that's when the markets are relatively slow. In the September to March and May period, we for myself, even I probably rarely ever take more than 2 students at a time, because of being super busy with the markets. And I am a trader. I'm a full-time day trader. So when we do this, here at Equity Sense, it's literally on a case-by-case basis, and also on an availability basis. So it's really something to be aware of, and to also look at in terms of where it is. So again, this is usually the normal flow of the concepts and the topics that we teach during the course of the trader training system that we have. So if you're interested, definitely go to our website, just click on the plus button, or just go to just basically hit us up at GEQ Sense, or for myself it's at MEQ Sense if you need to know more info on this. We literally have it's right now it's May, so we got a couple more months, or a few more months, before September comes along. So it's definitely something that's really good to take advantage of in terms of the structure. And just as for comparison purposes, I mean, if you look at other schools out there, SMBU is charging, I think, $57.50 for their universal or whatever course that they have right now. And then if we're looking at Open Trader, they're charging about $12,000 So they're pretty expensive in terms of where we are currently. Again, with the spring and summer, we do have a discount. So if we have at least a guaranteed group of 2, we're going to charge them 3,500 each. That's US dollars. If it's just an individual, it's going to be 5,500. Going into September all the way into May, we never bring that cost down. It's going to be 5,500 regardless of how many people are in that course. So it's going to be 5,500 per student in that course. So it's really important that you folks take advantage of this while the discounts are usually happening. Again, during the year, I always prefer to teach in the summer because it's when the market is relatively slower, so I get more time to sit down and actually help students. At the same time, it's good for students to be able to practice all the concepts because the markets aren't as volatile, so they won't be at a significant risk to lose money when they're deploying real trading accounts. So that's something to think about. Obviously, most people will always think it's a lot of money in the beginning. So I mean, at the end of the day, you really think about in terms of whether or not this is something you want to do, and if it is something you want to do, then you have to kind of evaluate, well, how much do you want to invest in terms of learning and having a mentor guide you, with the markets. As far as experiences go, I mean, I've been doing this for almost 11 years now, so that's 11 years. So I trade all of them: stocks, futures, forex, and options. So this extends beyond whether or not you want to learn stocks, or you want to learn forex, or you want to learn futures. It's all in there as well. Again, more info, definitely go check our website out, and you'll be able to see what's going on. So again, I mentioned earlier that we have 2 training courses. So we have the trader course, and then we have the foundations course. The trader course is for those people out there who have had some experience in the markets and are confident enough that they know enough about the basics of options or stocks or futures or forex, and they just want to learn how we see things, how we do things, and our techniques and all that stuff. So that's gonna be that's for people who want to hit the ground running, really. So we just go straight to our techniques and just kind of understanding the market. So that's what this course is all about. It's significantly lower. You're gonna have to send us an email if you're interested in this one, because I think that currently the rates are definitely going to be changing. So let us know. The big one, or what we always recommend to people who have no experience with the markets, is the foundations class. And again, we tackled the big 4 pillars of trading: the psychology, the fundamentals, technicals, and then the sentiment of trading. Trying to understand what's going on, how to look at the market setups and whatnot. And that's what I was talking to you earlier about. Individually, it'll cost you 5,500. If you have a group of 2 or more, 3,500 each. We're up to a group of 5, and this is only valid for spring and summer. Once we get to fall, so September all the way to April again, that's going to be 5,500 each person, regardless of how many people they are. So most people, that's something to be aware of. And I hope that if you are an aspiring trader thinking about trying to learn how to trade, it's something to consider. Again, there are a ton of places out there that do offer training, and you might find that they have better offerings maybe. So definitely shop around and see whether you're going to be able to get your money's worth in that. So in terms of our calls and all that stuff so far, so this one is our latest call, and we were able to spot what looked like a failure in the chart here, and we were able to tell both our clients and also our students. So Equity Sense is an advisory company, so we advise clients, both small and medium traders, enterprise, and small banks, about setups for the markets. This is for solar, so FSLR. First noticed the break there below 64, so told clients about that. Think about selling below 62, below 60. We're able to eke out about $2 or $3 per contract, so about $4 or $5 per share on this, and people were able to bank on this trade. So again, in the end, if you want to be consistent and you want to be able to understand the markets from our point of view, definitely look us up, ask more questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. I can give you a call, or we can Skype or whatever, or send us an email. I mean, you can just send us an email. Just go to our website, and that's www.equitysense.com. Just click on the plus icon and you'll be able to be redirected to the contact form and all that stuff, and we can take it from there. Thank you for your time, and hope that we'll hear from you soon.